Hey, what's up guys, Husky here, and welcome back to another video. And today, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make door models with little tiles mod. I don't see very many in-depth tutorials, and I try my best. I'm going to try my best to make an in-depth tutorial on how to make a specific door type, which is a facility door from the SCP stuff. I don't know, SCP universe. As you guys can see, these are the doors we're going to be working on. I'm going to teach you guys how to make them. And it's going to be more so of your choosing. I don't want you guys to copy bit by bit from me to copy it exactly like this. I want you guys to come up with your ideas and your door designs and surprise me, because I know there are a lot of creative minds out there that want to prove themselves, and I really want to see that work come out from all of you guys. So I'm going to make this tutorial. I think it's going to be split into two parts, or probably in one whole video, so that you guys can watch it, follow along. It may be a pretty long video, but please do stay with me while I keep working on this. I'm going to go ahead and show you the process on how I made my doors and how long it would take usually when you're making your doors or chairs or beds. You can really create anything with the little tiles mod, so I'm going to go ahead and teach you guys what you need while you are playing your game, or building, or making, or modeling your own doors and stuff. Sorry about that. I can't talk today. Oh god. So today we're going to go ahead and work on the door model, which is going to cover about this much space. And if you guys don't want that, you can always go down to this one sort of a 1x2 door, but I always go pretty big, and they kind of seem more realistic to me. I don't know why, but these kind of doors are more appealing. Obviously, you can go bigger or even bigger. I'm not exactly sure what the limit is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very big door later on. So, let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. So, when you're starting out, I want you to get any base block you want for your door for your door. Any base block. I'm choosing HCZ middle, which is from the SCP Unity mod, or Site 93, and we're going to have something to build up against, because it's going to be really hard to do anything else like that. So I'm going to use stone for now as our base block, or you can use grass, anything that would support your base door. I want you guys to have another one over here, because you're going to make both sides. Obviously, there's one side and there's two sides. So today, we're going to go ahead and take out our little chisel. The only things we need will be a little chisel and a little hammer. You also need a little glove on the side. Those are basically the three tools I ever use to make these doors, and they're actually pretty nice. Later down in the road, I'm going to show you guys what you also need, but not right now. We're not going to focus on that right now. So if you guys want to know how you can access your little chisel, you're going to have to click your configure tool right here. And if you guys don't have that set, go to options, go to controls, scroll down to little tiles, and you see the configure tool. If it's not set to anything, set it to anything you want. For now, for mine is button 4 on my mouse. So go ahead and do that. When you have that set up, go ahead and click it, and you'll have this GUI will be popped up. I'm going to go ahead and just say goodbye to this really quick. Um, Now, this GUI is pretty simple. This one's your colors that you want to use. It's very, very simple. As you can see, it's on the spectrum, red, green, and blue. Very simple. We usually have that at the max, because then we'll have the normal block color. Down on the fourth row is not really, we don't really use that. It's usually for transparency, as you guys can see. If you look in here, that's what the color is. So if we go down, it goes into complete transparency. We're not going to use that for now until later on in the video. So we'll go ahead and change the stone block. Make sure you have the block in your inventory so that you can actually access it. It's very easy. Or you can go ahead and search up what block you want. So HCZ, and it pops right here. It also pops right here. So go ahead and select what block or base block you want. Go ahead and select actually, sorry, the default block or default chisel will be on box, which is very simple. It could actually do that. And if you guys wanted to redo or delete it, you don't want to you're just too tired of punching out the blocks, go ahead and hit Control Z. It's same as on a Google Doc or anything. Control Z read undos, Control Y redos. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the same color. Make sure it's not hollow. This is we don't really want to mess with this. We want to go on the very lowest bit. If you guys want to, we can just go all the way down, and this is going to be our base for our door. At this point, we don't really need these grass blocks anymore. And when you're making your base, you just want to go to chisel, and you want to design I can't talk today. You want to design something for your door. I'm gonna go with the same design. You guys can go whatever you want with, but you guys can follow along while I do the tutorial. So we're gonna use the little hammer next. In the configure tool, you'll see it has some more options as well. There's hollow. It usually hollows out something in the block, but you don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. I don't have really any use for this. And make sure it's selected on drag box. There are also many different selection tools in here. Drag box is what we're going to be using the most. So go ahead and count the little bits on here, and just make sure you have about 3 space wide. 1, 2, 3. Same with the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And then we go up to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 5 in total. Maybe 7 should be fine, but we're going to be doing 5. Yeah, let's just do 5 for now. I will show you guys what would happen if you guys do 5 in the meantime. We want to make sure it's an uneven number so that it can actually close perfectly like it does with this door. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and next step, before we add any curves or anything to the door, we want to keep going. We want to make sure we've finished with everything else before we completely design and make some nice smooth curves. So next up, we're going to go ahead and use our little chisel again. Change the color down to at least a 60. 60 is going to be a very good fine color. Make sure all settings are down to 60 so that it's the same. It follows the same color as always. So go ahead and do this. As you guys can see, go along the outer edge. There we go. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to, okay, this is going to be 10 as well, so that's fine by me. We want to make sure it outlines the entire door. Alright, so that's the base door for you guys. Now go ahead and make sure you do this on the bottom so that it looks like it's kind of supported and it's built from there. I want you guys to separate the um, little tiles into segments so that you can have something to work on and focus on. Once you guys have done that, you guys can go ahead and place these corners. Go ahead and mine these out. Same thing, if you make a mistake, like you accidentally do something, Control Z to undo or redo. Next, you're going to go ahead and do the same over here. Change the color back to 255, so it matches up. So this time we're giving it more shape, which is really, really good. I'm not really sure if I like those bird sounds. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and take a scanner. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough space, I believe. If not, that would be unfortunate. But I want to make this perfect for you guys so that you guys can make your own SCP door like mine. Let's go ahead and take out the slice. Slice is very simple. It is not very hard to do. Hold on, let's go ahead and do that. Slice is basically like a slant. It's the polar opposite to those carpenter's blocks, and I think they're more useful since you can stretch it out and it looks more natural that way. So if you guys want to, you could use that for yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. And if you guys want to change the direction of the slant, go ahead and use the arrow keys. The only arrow keys you'll be using is the left arrow key and the down arrow key. The down arrow key changes the direction pretty quick. The left arrow key changes it pretty slowly, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure, but I can't really explain pretty well anyways. So let's go ahead and click and drag, click. Same with this. We want to do the same down. Go ahead and hit the down arrow key. Same with this. We want to change the color back down to 160. You guys can obviously click if you want to. You can also use the arrows to get to 160, but yeah. Or you can double click or right click to enter in the number. So let's go ahead and do the same right here. We want to go down. Same here. Oh, undo. So we got a nice curve with that one. We want that kind of curve. Same with this side. Let's go ahead and add the rest of the curves. We don't want to add anything up here since we're going to fill this entire thing up. Change the arrow key direction. Over here is going to be pretty important. Drag it all out. Would look like that. It's going to be more symmetrical that way. Go ahead and hit the down arrow key to switch the direction again. As you guys can see, it's becoming more in shape. It's more like a circle this time, and that's what we're going for. So next up, we're going to go ahead and go like this. We want all corners covered up. And then, there we go. Up top, we don't want to do anything yet. I'll show you guys later on. Actually, let's go ahead and delete this. Hit the slice button to change it to box. I want you guys to cover up 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. That's where the design comes in. I'll teach you guys how to do that in a bit. Now, next up, we're going to go ahead and fill up the entire tile. Make sure you have a 2 space just to mark that the center of the door. You can tell it's the center of the door when you go all the way down and count. But I think I did it wrong, but I guess it's trial and error. That's the only thing that you guys will have to keep in mind. You'll always mess up, and this is going to take hours to do. But I hope this is going to be a good lesson for y'all. Okay, that's fine. So next up, we're going to go ahead and add the screw holes. It makes it look like there are actually screws inside the door, so we're going to space it out by 3. Same with this side. And the center should have 4 on this at the center. Next up, we're going to do the same at the bottom. If you guys can't get down, if you want to get down further, go ahead and dig the block below you. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. Same on this side. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Go ahead and finalize this really quick. Slice. Bam. Arrow key. Bam. Alright, go ahead and empty out this one. Make sure you don't dig this one. You have to dig this part right here. Let's go ahead and go to drag box. Go all the way down. And dig. There we go. We should have that nice little area right there. Sorry for the FPS lag. I don't know why that happened, but yeah. Let's go ahead and show you how you make I can't talk today. How you can make the event. Let's go ahead and find the center. Let's go ahead and change the color down to 106. This is really easy to memorize. Go ahead and change it to a box. Now we want to go to the center. 1, 2, 3, probably 5. Leave a space of 2, 3, 4, 1. There we go. Same with this one. Make sure you have 4 tiles. We want to have some curvature for the event. And then let's go ahead and add lines at the center. You guys can obviously dig out the middle lines as well. If you guys don't want that, go ahead and be my guest. You don't have to do it. Next up, we're gonna do box, slice, use the arrow keys to your advantage. Oh, that messed up. Then we change direction. There we go. Now we got a vent. It looks really nice, really clean. Next up, if you guys want that to happen, you guys can obviously dig out too. So a space of 2. Let's go ahead. First of all, let's go ahead and do 60, 60, 60, 63. Turn down. There we go. And now we made a diamond shape. You can obviously go different designs right here. Go off your own ideas. You can obviously make a triangle, so you can make a line this way and a line this way. Same with this one, line this way and line this way. Now I'm going to show you guys how you can make that design. It's obviously really easy. Let's go ahead and change that to there. Change the direction to like that. Make sure you go down. Use the little hammer to do it. Let's go ahead and face it downwards. There we go. As you guys can see, it's working pretty well. Now you're going to have to repeat this process over and over. It's going to be pretty long. Usually this takes around a couple minutes, probably 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes. Making one door model is actually, it would take a long while. So you guys are going to have to be patient when you're making door models and very determined, I guess, determined to make your wonderful door model so that you can add it to your new SCP facility. I can't wait to see all of you guys' ideas or your builds because I've been seeing one of my subscribers has showed me his SCP facility, and not gonna lie, his his SCP facility was actually really nice looking, and I'm really happy that people get to work because they're inspired by me, and I'm really glad I can do something that would change your guys' life. Or no, that's too dramatic. That would ultimately make you guys want to build, I guess, or inspired. I will be the inspiration. I'm not sure how to talk anymore, but let's go ahead and switch. And same with this one. There we go. You guys can either have this design, or you can obviously have the arrows pointing in, or you can have a control panel here. I had earlier concepts that there was a control panel right here, so if the door were to break down, they could open up the control panel. That's a good idea for you guys. Go ahead and go for it. Let's go ahead and uh, oh, it's not working. Hold on. There we go. Now we got the arrow design. Now you want to repeat this process, the same door design on the other side. Make sure you do the other side as well. Make sure it looks the same. Obviously, it will turn out like this in the end. I'm going to delete this really quick. Obviously, this is a separate block apart from that. When when you guys are done, usually it would look like this. You can always re-edit the center to make it smaller. Obviously, my other edit was not very good enough. I had to do some math a bit, and then I decided to make a perfect circle shape that I was really proud of doing. Now, as you guys can see, looks pretty gosh darn nice. You guys can pause the video to see what the design looks like, and you guys can copy off me like that. Now, when you guys are usually done, when you get to the point where you have both doors finished and you don't have the logo done, go ahead and take the glove and make sure you right-click both of them, get a block out. You want to put that there. If you guys want to place it, you want to snap into place, go ahead and hit crouch and it should snap in place, as you can see. Same with this side. Put it here. As you guys can see, we can use this center area to make our logo. That's where this logo came in. I put gears in the center of the logo because I thought I could make the logo spin, but unfortunately the logo cannot spin, and that's unfortunate, but I guess that's something that we have to sacrifice. I have to sacrifice anyway. My game always crashes. And if your games are not crashing, then that's good. I don't know how to fix a crashing part, but I'll make an update, or put a card up on the top of the corner, or update the description so that you guys can know how I fix the crashing issue if you guys ever uh, still experience a crashing issue. So next up, when you guys are done with the door models, go ahead and put them together, or usually what you're gonna do is go ahead and place your actually I skipped a step. When you finish your logo, I want you guys to take out a something called an advanced recipe. Advanced recipe, not a normal recipe. This is from Little Tiles as well. I want you guys to hit one of these corners. It doesn't matter where you need to hit. Just hit here and hit here, or you want to hit I don't know. You hit there, hit here. It will create the same. So hit the configure toolbox. It will pop up this. Don't mess with any of these settings. If you guys want to, you guys can. I don't really know what these do, so I don't know. Follow along. Hit save, and there you go. We have our SCP logo. Control Z to undo. Obviously, you guys can make this a spinning logo. I'm gonna tell you guys how you can make a spinning logo. Obviously, make the click the none button. Sorry, go down and make sure you hit the access door. You'll see this green dot. That green dot would be very important. So go ahead and hit the change view. It will go there. Use the arrow keys to get to the very center of the place. You can obviously zoom in or left click to drag. Go ahead and place the dot at the center. If it's not even, hit even, and it should reset itself. When you guys are done, hit the fix button, and you want to change that to at least a 180 or a 360, however many you want to make it spin as much as you can. I'm going to do 180. When you guys have finished that, go ahead and turn the duration down to at least a 20 and hit the play button to see if it's working. As you guys can see, it's spinning pretty. It's taking a nice time, a sweet time to spin. Go ahead and hit save, and there you go. Now this dot right here, this red line, is going to be very helpful to know where you're placing it. But for now, I don't really need that. Hit the right click, and it spins on its own. When you guys have the spinner, or you don't need to have the spin. For me, I remove this spin on the button. Go ahead and go to your door and place it there. Especially, preferably your right hand side of the door. Place it at the very center. Usually you have to place it. This is a left door. Imagine it's a right door. Um, Place it like right at the very edge so that it can fit nicely into the mold, or I guess I don't know. When you guys have finished with that, go ahead and make a blueprint or a recipe for both of them. So when you guys finish that, go ahead and put them together like this. If it doesn't work, go ahead and hit Control Z. Do it again, and it fixes itself. Once you guys have done that, um, you guys have made your full door. But here's the problem. You guys didn't make it animated yet. So when you make your recipe, go ahead and take out your advanced recipe, change the settings to exactly like this. You guys can pause the video. You guys can obviously make it slide. I've added the sounds. If you guys want my sound, go ahead and hit the events. Make sure it's selected on one door. Change the activate child to play sound event and add it. All you need to do is add two of them. Make sure the first one has 0 ticks, the second one has 25 tick. The opening sound, pick the sound, and this will be your search bar, and this will be the many sounds that you can pick. I'm going to go ahead and leave this as default. This is the settings that you guys want to, if you guys want to be able to open the door. Hit save. Make sure you hit save for both of them. Same with the closing sound effect. save. Make sure you can change it to opening or closing. Make sure it's changed to both opening and closing. And then save. Make sure the blocks is set as 1 so that I can move 1 block to the side. And then hit save. Make sure the duration is also the 22. Once you guys have done that, go ahead and do the same with your next recipe. It should be the same, besides the fact that you need to change the west. You need to change east to west. The events, you don't need to add anything since we already have 1 door that has all the sounds playing. Once you guys have finished that, go ahead and put those doors together and go ahead and make a rough outline around the door. Make sure it fits within the 2 blocks so that it can't get in the way of these other blocks when you place it. Once you guys have done that, once you guys have made the outline, which is over here, once you guys have made the outline, you should be able to put your doors at the center. Or usually what I would do, if you guys want a button, what I would do is that you guys have to place 2 blocks right here so that you don't get outside the outline. Place the outline of your little chisel around the entire base of the door. You don't need to put it at the very bottom. I don't. Most preferably, I don't want to. Same on the other side. Go ahead and use these blocks to your advantage and add a button to the side. Once you guys have done that, you guys can go ahead and remove the blocks. Take out your new advanced recipe. I'm going to go ahead and follow you guys right here. So go ahead and search up advanced recipe. It will also be in your little tiles mod. Hold on. Little tiles mod right here. When you take this out, you guys want to make it's basically like world edit, so it's going to be really easy to do. So I want you guys to make the top part, hit the top part right here. Left click to select the first position, delete that block, go down to the very bottom, and then right click the grass block or whatever block you have on, and then left click. And then once you guys have done that, hit the configure tool, hit save, and it should save into your file. Once you guys have done that, make sure you hit the none, and then change it to door activator. So make sure both doors are are checked off. Allow, right click, and save. Now this is the final result. You won't be able to right click the door itself. You need to right click the button. Hold on, I didn't need to do that. Oh, this is embarrassing. I don't think. Wait, is this working? No, it doesn't. That's unfortunate. So this is the base block. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and throw that away. You won't be able to right-click the doors, and if you guys find out that you right-click the doors and they open, I want you guys to go back into your settings for both of them. Go to settings and make sure you uncheck the allow right-click and check the stay animated. It will affect your FPS, so I suggest you get mods like the FPS reducer, Optifine, or anything that reduces increases FPS for you guys. And you guys can still have these doors open by itself. So, as you guys can see, go to settings, do the same for the right door, same on the left door, settings. Be sure to hit save, and once you guys have done that, retry the same process again. And then once you guys have done that, you guys shouldn't be able to open the door by right-clicking. You just have to hit the door button. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry if you guys, don't really understand what I just said. I'm trying my best, okay? I made a tutorial. I hope you guys find this helpful. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button and let me know what other tutorials I should do next. I'll be sure to make some tutorials on making probably new wall designs as well. So because I'm gonna go ahead and make new wall designs while I'm finally gonna take a break. Oh boy, I'm finished. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.